Hello everyone and welcome to the first tutorial on this channel. If you want to learn how to code, this video will help you get started with the basic concepts. There are many programming languages, but this series will focus on C Sharp. So, what is C Sharp? C Sharp is a high-level programming language developed by Microsoft. It's widely used in a lot of software development projects, and game dev is no exception. It's a great entry point for those that want to learn coding, and it's the language the game engine Unity uses. This is relevant because I intend to start a tutorial series about game dev in Unity, and most likely, by the time you're watching this video, that series is already out on YouTube. Now, for the setup and tools required for this series, you can code in any IDE of your choice, but the two more common are Visual Studio and Visual Studio Code, also known as VS Code. But let's talk about the difference between these two. Visual Studio is a really powerful IDE designed for building complex applications. It has almost every tool you might need, but it demands a beefier machine. On the other hand, VS Code is a lightweight code editor with a lot of extensions to choose from, where you only have what you really need. Personally, I use VS Code because it's more lightweight and serves all my needs, and I can let you know in advance that it's the IDE I will be using during the Unity series. But once again, it doesn't really matter. You can just use the Visual Studio if you prefer, and it's even the default editor of Unity. For this tutorial, you can install one of these editors if you want, but you can also use an online compiler instead to follow along. It's definitely the simpler option, and if you have never coded before, I actually suggest this approach. I will now explain where you can get each of these options. For Visual Studio, once you visit the official website, you will find the Downloads tab in the top bar. Click on it and you will be given the option to choose from three versions. You will want to go with the Community Edition as the others are paid versions. For VS Code, the process is just as easy. Simply click Download and select your operating system. For the online compiler, if you go on Google and search for C Sharp Online Compiler, you will find plenty of options. I tested these two and they work great. And that's all for today. In the next video, we will dive into variables, one of the most important topics in programming. See you in the next episode.